So, I was about to head to bed before I watched this episode of Koufuku, and I actually was quite hungry, so when I sat down to eat, I guess I decided to watch Koufuku, and instead of waiting, another 4 to 7 hours from now to actually review the episode and watch it, I decided to get it out early tonight because, I was hungry, I'm up right now, it's out, nothing better to do, so, yeah, there's nothing better than sitting down having a midnight to, I guess, close to breakfast time type snack before you go to bed while watching Koufuku. So, this episode of Koufuku, we get to see how our main female character, Ro, has to kind of sit back, relax, and let everybody make food for her in this episode. And the moral of this episode is it's funner to cook with a friend or family. That's what this episode is. That's the moral of this episode. It's better to sit back, relax, and just, have fun cooking together, because it's a lot better than just one person sitting there cooking the entire meal and one person just sitting on the side, relaxing, chilling, and being lazy. And to see that, it was a really awesome episode, getting to see how, all our female characters are just working together, trying to make some food, and getting to see, our main female character's reaction, Rose's reaction to not being able to clean, cook, or help, or do anything. That was pretty entertaining when it came to this episode. And this is another episode, once again, I would recommend if you love food and you want to eat and stuff, I recommend sitting down, eating your breakfast, eating, dinner, lunch, whatever, with Koufuku, because it's not a series I would really say you should just, go into without food, because it makes me hungry. Every time I sit down to watch this series without food, I get fucking hungry. So, I'm glad I had a nice, good, awesome breakfast type food. So, anyways, this episode, animation quality, as always, to Koufuku, standard moe slice of life animation, and the shaft effects. There wasn't much shafting when it came to this episode. Like, we didn't see as many head tilts or shaft animation. There was, only one segment when it came to this episode that had the shaft style. And I'm quite shocked about that. But, hey, the episode, there wasn't much really going on. Let's be real here. This episode didn't have any character development. It didn't have any major morals besides, it's funner to cook with friends. And that episode is very, very simple. Like, the simplest episode I think I've seen all week when it comes to anime. So, yeah, there's not much content when it came to this episode, but it was enjoyable. Now, I do want to bring up something real quick. I personally believe that some anime watchers, when it comes to this series, might start getting bored when it comes to this series, because it keeps having the exact same thing. Like, there's always the same format every single episode when it comes to Koufuku. The girls are just sitting back, going to someone else's house, cooking food, and that's pretty much it. There's not much actual, character progression or anything like that going on. We've had a couple episodes have had that, but majority of the time, it's just them sitting back and cooking food to eat. That's what really it is. So, how do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about the repetitive nature of Koufuku? Do you enjoy that? Do you hate that? You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. This review is quite short because there's not really much I can dive into and talk about, because, like I said, it's one of the simplest episodes when it comes to Koufuku, but it was fun to watch. So, yeah, you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.